Well, like I said a little while ago, I'm doing smaller DVD updates than these big ones, so I got a new one here with 8 titles. I'm gonna be pretty quick. Um, First is Bananas. This actually uh, pretty good that I didn't watch this in a way because we watched it in school today actually on class, and I don't think this is a movie that I would enjoy watching again. So anyway, but I had the DVD. I had bought it before. I don't mind having watched it in school. It's not like it ruined the movie for me. I was gonna watch this at home and enjoy it at home. Watching it in school, no, no, it's fine. But I kind of enjoyed it. Um, I don't I don't it was very interesting, but I don't have a lot to say about it. But I did enjoy this. A documentary on I don't know exactly what you would call it in English, but a documentary about bananas. You can read up on it, because that's not a very sufficient explanation of the movie. But anyway, we got Reba, season 1. Got this for as cheap as this one, 10 crowns. You know, that's very cheap for a complete season of a show. I haven't watched this in a little while. It says here 22 episodes from all 22 episodes from season 1, and started watching this a few months, well, not maybe not that much, but a while back. Watched maybe a third of it, maybe maybe a third of it, maybe a little less actually. And then I decided to stop watching it because while I kind of enjoyed some episodes, it's a kind of a fun sitcom at times. Some episodes were okay. I definitely prefer watching some other sitcoms, so I put this away, and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue or not, but now I decided that no, I'm not going to continue with this. Maybe eventually, but not now. So I'll just put it away because I don't feel like I need to watch it again, or like I need to continue watching it. It was okay, but nothing more than okay. Then we have Racerback. Found out about this movie through the documentary Osploitation, Not Quite Hollywood, something like that. The movie about, well, Osploitation, the documentary, and they talked about this. And in there they say it's a style over substance movie, and that is, you know, if anything, that's the case. You know, that's it's too bad. It surprises me how I can not praise a movie. Well, it doesn't surprise me, but I'd say it's too bad that I'm not praising this movie because that I'm not praising the visuals. I mean, I am praising the visuals. The visuals were great, but it's just too bad that they didn't really care about the rest. Because the actors and the plot, I don't mind the plot, but it could have been pulled off so much better. And the actors were pretty bad. And some stuff, there were some plot holes, I guess, and some stuff that were kind of strange and were pulled off in a weird way. In the documentary Osploitation, the main actor, who by the way I thought was a lousy protagonist, they should have kept the female lead, which would have been more interesting because she was better. But he said in that documentary when he was interviewed that. If I can remember correctly, it was something like he talked about the director when he was directed by when the director directed him. Basically, he was like he told him to hurry because the smoke will go away otherwise. So the director seemed to favor the atmosphere, the visual stuff over the acting, which is obvious when you watch it. And I love visual stuff. Some of this looks so fantastic. Like, I'm not sure if there's a picture on the back. It might be this place right here. When he there's this not maybe a pond, but it's not really a pond. It's like a resort for pigs, or pigs go there. Basically, it's muddy. It's this small lake, I guess. It's not really a lake, but a gathering of water. It looks really cool, really visually stunning, and there are a lot of stuff like that, a lot of visual goodness in this one, but it is all ruined by the rest, basically, which is too bad, because this could have been so good if they just pulled off everything as well as they pull off the visuals, then this would have been a great movie. So it's too bad. Very little substance, as I said, but yeah. Anyway. We got Dragnets with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. Enjoyed it, especially the first half or so. I thought that was pretty good, and then thought it became kind of uninteresting because nothing more happened after that. Didn't really develop in the right way. It didn't develop at all. We just stayed there and wasn't interesting anymore. So I don't know. It was okay, but then we have King Frat, which I don't know what to say about this. It's kind of a hit and miss, I guess. It's a lot of fun to watch, but it's just complete nonsense. This doesn't have a plot. I don't know what's just a bunch of shit going on. I mean, it says on the back that it makes you sort of think that the whole movie is going to be about a farting contest, and for starters, it sort of is. That's sort of what is leading up to. But then after the farting contest, you know, half of the movie is left, and they drop the contest. So that's not what the movie is about after all. The movie is just about this fraternity house, or whatever the word for it is. Oh, there's nudity on the back. Oh well. Sorry. I don't think you mind. I think YouTube maybe minds, but fuck YouTube. No, but anyway. What was I saying? It's just a bunch of people screwing around. It says here, well, I don't know how to translate these words. Well, but this right here, svin, means swine, and this gris, that means pig. So, then porkies, then animal house. I think that's the title of the movie with John Belushi. James or John? Oh shit. John, I think. Anyway. So, basically worse than those two movies. And yeah, that pretty much an accurate description. It was fine. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it, but it's not a good movie. You know, it's well. Then the last DVD before I have two Blu-rays. A very cool Christmas. Most people would say that this is horrible, and I completely understand why some people would say that, or why most people would say that, as I said. But I gave it a 5 out of 10, which is not a good rating. I mean, that's what I gave this, and I didn't say too positive things about this one. But I am gonna say positive things about this, even though I gave it 5. Somehow, these squares framing their faces is going mad on the camera right now. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Most people would say it's horrible. It's a Christmas movie, which very cheap, very yeah, very cheap. Not the best plot. Very cheesy. Pretty bad overall, actually. And because of that, I am aware of that, and I can clearly see that when watching the movie that, yeah, this is not the best. Still giving it a 5, and that's because I feel that 5 is a high rating for this, and in a way 5 is a low rating for this. Yeah, anyway. But this was an enjoyable Christmas flick. Some parts dragged on. I did not like the parts with that mall cop who was completely full of himself, which was the point. He wasn't supposed to be a likable character. But I just thought that he was, you know, just plain annoying. I don't think they should have included something else in the movie. Anyway, it's about this girl. She helps Santa. This is Santa right here. Yeah, she's given him a makeover, literally. Or I don't know about literally, but you know. She gave him a makeover, or he had a makeover on her request, or on her, well, yeah, anyway. And after that, she helps him fly around the world, deliver Christmas gifts. That's what, you know, that's what it is. It's nothing more than that, but it's just this clearly is not a perfect movie, and it doesn't set out to be. It just sets out to bring you some Christmas spirit and holiday spirit, and that's what I got from the movie. So I'd say that they succeeded with what they were trying to do. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want, if you like watching Christmas movies and you're getting a bunch anyway now, you know, before Christmas, you could get that one too, because it's fine. And if you're just watching them because you like the holiday spirit that you get from them, then I would say maybe check it out. Anyway, so yeah, 2 Blu-rays left. We got Gremlins. This is the Savi exclusive steelbook, which I unboxed a bunch of them. I think in my last video, and yeah. So Gremlins. Do have this on DVD, and I actually kind of liked it more this time. I thought this is an excellent movie, a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it watching it again. Second, I enjoyed a little bit more. I would say that they're pretty equal as far as good movies go, you know, or I liked them pretty equally, but maybe I enjoyed this a little bit more because I was so surprised at how good it was. Anyway, it's Starship Troopers. The reason why I was surprised is because a lot of movies that you watch when, I mean, I don't think I've seen this properly in 10 years. And I remember back then, me and especially one friend, we used to watch this many times, and I always associated this movie with him. But when you're watching movies when you're so young and you love them, and then you watch them again a decade later, in this case, you know, you could clearly see why you liked them when you were in that age, but you might not necessarily like them as much anymore. But I love this one still. I was pretty impressed how well this held up, you know, when I'm twice the age. Really good movie, really good sci-fi action adventure, and it's a satire too. That's, I mean, I now when I watch it again, I can kind of remember that, yeah, I probably picked up on some of those comedic elements, but the fact that it's a satire, I don't think I knew what that was back then, but it is very satirical. And that just makes it better in my opinion. Yeah, a great movie, so ambitious too, a lot of cool special effects, not the best looking special effects. I mean, they look kind of B movie-ish at times, but a lot of fun, very enjoyable movie. I really liked it, and yeah, love that movie. So yeah, so I guess that's it for this time. I have a hard time being brief when I talk about movies, but you know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. But anyway, could have said a lot more about them too, but I want to keep it under 30 minutes. Okay, so let's stop. Thank you very much for watching.